Okay, here we are in the backyard of a landscape here in San Francisco. We're doing a bed prep and debris removal kind of a job this morning. And I just figured I'd spend a moment going through this landscape that hasn't had anybody really kind of tending to it in the last couple years. And demonstrate to all you people out there watching this video how ineffective this weed matting stuff is. Every time I find weed matting out in the landscape, it's always a surprise to me because the landscapes I come across have got a boatload of weeds. And so I ask myself, how effective is this stuff? You know, made out of plastic and you know, costing the client money and costing the client money on the labor end for the installation. So, you know, as I like pull this weed matting back, right, weed growing right into it, I ask myself, who thought that this was an effective solution to your landscaping needs? You know, and by the way, here we are. Look at these weed seeds. This is clover, oxalis. This is the lemongrass that we as kids like to pull and eat the stems to. And a lot of these seeds will just sprout right back up and pop through the weed matting. You can see all these holes here. This weed matting isn't effective in the least. This is a joke. So if you have weeds in your backyard or in your front yard and you're looking for an effective solution to combat the weeds, maybe reduce the amount of weeding you have to do, or maybe your landscaper has to do, don't think of this. This is lame. This doesn't work. And I think in a way it's disgusting covering your landscape with plastic. Whoever thought this was a cool idea? I don't know. Anyways, your soil is a lot of things. Your soil is a carbon bank. It can absorb carbon, and you build up your topsoil. And in an era of climate change, trying to pull all that carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and trap it, sequester it one way or another, having a healthy soil bank, having a healthy carbon bank in your soil is really important. What other things does your soil do? Well, your soil is a water bank. And when we build a landscape and we form it in just the right way and we apply the appropriate amendments and plants, your soil will slow down the rainwater, spread it out, and sink it in. The 3 S's to good water management, passive management on your property. Slowing it down, spreading it out, sinking it in. And finally, your soil is a seed bank. Maybe not finally, there's a lot of things, but I'm going to keep this video short because I'm working today. And as we zoom over here, we've got a lot of seeds that have dropped onto the surface of the soil. And I showed you just a minute ago, we've got a lot of weed seeds, a lot of oxalis seeds here in the soil. The soil, at this point in time, the landscape, is what I call a landscape. The client inherited a bed, a seed bank of weed seeds. And yeah, you're going to have to do some weeding. Sorry, that's just kind of part of the game of owning a landscape and having a place you want to garden in. But over time, we can swing the invested number of seeds to seeds that we want. So instead of having grasses come up every spring, we'll have parsley and cilantro and who knows what other annuals. But the only way we do this is by respecting the soil. This is lame. And planning for the future. So making investments into your seed bank so that in seasons to come, you have plants that you want that come up and come up quite passively. So Hope this helps all of you. It's about a 5-minute video, and that is me. Happy gardening. This is Mark with Edible Earth Designs, over and out.